So I was able to interview New Orleans legend himself, Elfrid Payton, recently, and I was able to grab a couple tidbits for this page and for this channel and for the people. So grab your nice drink, get you some popcorn, and cue my music.
This is the Pelicans Scoop with Jordan Kitchens, breaking down everything under the sun about your New Orleans Pelicans. Smash that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to stay on top of your Pels content. Now, running point, here's Jordan.
What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another edition of the Pelicans Scoop. I am your host with the most, Jordan Kitchens. Ooh-wee, ladies and gentlemen, do I have a treat for the people. So today, if you guys don't know, I got my start originally. Well, I can say originally because I still do it, but I work with Devin Snow, Hold the Mayo, RYB, HTM, whatever you want to go, whatever you want to call him. So I work with my guy, Dev, and recently was able to have a New Orleans legend, West Bank legend, shout out to West Bank, Elfrid Payton on the pod. And Devin, finally, I'll put the link in the description for the original full podcast. You know, y'all go sub up, even though, you know what I'm saying? Y'all still go show love to my guy. So I will go put the link in the description for the full podcast. I would go recommend go watch that. Go drop a like, go subscribe if you haven't already. Able to grab a couple things. When we do these podcasts, you don't always try and cram it all about basketball. Like we do try and, open up and figure them out as a person. People on the outside wouldn't really get from that particular person. So we always try and, we're going to talk a little bit about sports, but we really want to open your mind up and show people your real personality. So Elfrid was honestly one of the coolest individuals ever been in presence of. I mean, super down to earth, answer every question thoughtfully. He wasn't like a stick on the mud, not to say anything about athletes that do act that way, but nah, he was just chopping it up. He was just real authentic, real genuine, show real love. And shout out to Elfrid Payton. Still wish it would have worked out for you on the Pelicans, the politics about the league. And I didn't really ask him the question about the 27 assist game and, his time with the Pelicans. That was more Devin. So I'm not really including with Devin. That's his content. So I'm just going to show you guys a couple things I had to ask him just to pick his brain a little bit, especially about a couple guys on the Pelicans, and really just what does he think about this particular thing that I hate the most about the NBA. So we're going to start off with that. First clip is about foul baiting. So I had to ask him, as a player in the NBA, how does it feel, how would you feel about this foul baiting that's going on? I've noticed that Trey Murphy has started to take a little bit more approach with foul. I'm not saying he's out there like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Joel Embiid. I ain't saying he's doing that, but you do like to see his uptake in Trey's free throws. He's a great free throw shooter, so that's going to also ultimately help you with your scoring points and getting easy shots to go in and whatnot. So this is what Elfrid Payton had to say about foul baiting.
So, forget flopping. How do you feel about players that foul bait? Like your Embiids, your Jalen Brunsons, your
I think it's a gamemanship to it.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at it. I think sometimes they they take it far.
Yeah.
But that's part of the game. Like if somebody not having a good game or they feel like they shot off, the first thing, like even when you're young, they tell you get an easy shot, whether that be a layup or a free throw.
Yeah.
So if I'm not shooting the ball well, I want to see the ball go in.
Yeah.
So if that means drawing a foul to get to the free throw line, to try to turn my game around.
Yeah, because it could turn. Yeah, it could help the player and the team.
Yeah, after a free throw, you might hit a three. After that, seeing the ball going can do a lot for somebody's confidence. So foul bait now, I ain't.
Hey, that really is the truest shit. Is the seeing the ball go in shit. You've heard that your whole life.
Yeah, it's just like a quarterback throwing a little screen pass. Now they getting a swing pass or something just to you know what I'm saying. But as long as it don't get too crazy, you know what I'm saying. I feel like it's on the roughs to be able to decipher.
So the way Elfrid puts it, it's a part of the game. Regardless of the fact, it's a part of the game. You have to respect it, right? It's as simple as he broke down. It's as simple as a quarterback when you start the game off, either do like a little read option, let him get hit, or a little dump off pass in the flat, or a little screen pass just to get him going, get him into the flow of the game. So I wholeheartedly get that point of it. I'm not going to sit here and disagree with an NBA player. A guy that is their profession, and I am a guy that sits behind the camera and commentates on what they do. But I will say, as a fan of the game, I do think it's disgusting. I think there's levels to it. I think there's levels to the foul baiting and whatnot. Like I said, it does help, right? It does throw off the rhythm of the other team. It does, make the refs have to really lock in. But at the same time, also it's kind of more of a my approach with it is a little bit more. A lot of hypocrisy. Like, don't get me wrong, guys. I will say I'm being very hypocritical about it because I just said that I would like, I'm happy that Trey Murphy's starting to do it. I'm happy that he's starting to, get a little bit of, I can say a superstar whistle, but his whistle's starting to get respected. Whistle meaning that the refs, they're more likely to go call a foul for him. He's starting to get a little bit more cachet with the refs, so they're willing to call those fouls. And I'm being hypocritical because it will help, the guys on my team. So the fact I don't have a guy on my team that partakes in the foul baiting, partakings in that aspect of the game, I will say I'm hating a little bit. All right. You guys know how to tell me. I know. But I just think it's disgusting. Like, if you go, granted, it's been hard on Joel Embiid, but just the whole how Embiid would get his points. I mean, James Harden back, and James Harden still kind of do it, but Houston James Harden was averaging like 12 free throws a game. Shea right now, it's a whole bunch of guys. It's a whole Jalen Brunson. Like, it's a whole bunch of foul baiters out there in the NBA. And I think the NBA can cut down on it a little bit, but like how Alfred said it, you just gotta respect it, man. It's part of the game. Like, these guys are so cerebral with their scoring and their approach to it. That's just how they get going. Just see something go through the hoop. Like you said, as a kid, you gotta see something go through the hoop. What's more? It's called a free throw for a reason. It's a free throw. I just can't hate no more. Just can't. And to continue on, we spoke about another West Bank legend, Greg Monroe, who. Former first-round pick, played with the Pistons back in the day, played with the Bucks, had a very lengthy NBA career. He's currently, I think, the big man coach on the Pelicans, or a player development coach, whatever you want to call them, on the Pelicans. And we kind of got into the conversation about Yves Missi and how does Alfred feel about Yves and where he can be and just a little bit of things that maybe everybody doesn't know. So here's that.
Yeah.
G, nice. You work for the Pelicans, too.
Yeah.
Oh, he does?
Yeah. That's why Yves Missi, solid.
Okay. Yeah.
He's with the Pistons. He's with the Pelicans.
Missi is nice, bro. They really landed on
Except
that.
He got hurt.
He's a good player, though.
He
really, really good player. He's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all know he don't really he don't even know.
Hold on.
What you mean?
I need this. I need this right here because I do a Pelicans page. I need this.
Wait, what you mean? He don't know what?
Like, he's still he just started playing basketball.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's only been playing for a couple years.
Yeah. Bro, he's gonna be so nice.
Oh, bro, what? I mean, this year he's been nice. To be honest with you, he's been
he's been.
And as you can see, Alfred feels very glowing about where Yves Missi can be. He just said he just started playing basketball. This was a little bit before Yves Missi has hit this recent crazy wall. He said he's hit a nasty rookie wall at the moment, but there's still light at the end of the tunnel. He's still a rookie. He's still, like Alfred just said, he just started playing basketball, man. The guy just started playing basketball. I don't think how, our interaction was with Alfred, he never really gave off the type of guy that's just going to speak the speak. Because there's certain things throughout the podcast, like I said, y'all go watch. The link will be in the description. Certain aspects of it, like he will just straight out tell you he don't like something, or, he just won't, really won't go on about it. Like, he'll just kind of give you something surface level, still keeping it, political for the league. You still got to keep it buttoned up because his employers might be watching this or whatever. So the fact that he went in like, oh man, no, he's gonna be nice. Like, no, like just give him a little bit of time. So once he said that, I kind of did calm a little bit of this recent rut that Missi has been in. Like I said, he's a rookie. It's gonna happens to all happens to all rookies. You're gonna hit some type of rookie wall. You're gonna hit some. You got to find a way to get over that. So looking forward what year 2 of Missi looks like. I mean, I do think that he doesn't need to be the starting big man going into next year. I think he'll do well learning from behind a vet that can really teach him the game, or he just not there yet. He can't get there. So still raw. We all knew he was going to be raw. He's already exceeded expectations because my expectation for him going into the season was low. So the fact he was even able to even come from out the dirt for me was enough. Like, I had Jordan Hawkins all the way up here, now I had Missi all the way down here, and it seemed to be flip-flop, right? So we will see where Missi can be. Great to see Alfred think that this guy will be nice. He will be a force in the future. That just give him time, man. Just give him time and let's see what he can do. So my main point I had to get across to Alfred, I really had to know, how does he feel about Trey Murphy and where does Trey Murphy can be? Where does he think he can? Where do you think can he take his game? Like I said, the average casual fan probably that doesn't watch the Pelicans probably still thinks he's just a little spot up 3-and-D type of guy. So this is what Elfrid Payton had to say about where he thinks Trey Murphy can be.
Tell me this about Trey. How do you feel about Trey Murphy and where he think he can be from what you see him?
Oh, Trey could be really super nice.
Super nice?
I mean, he's already super nice.
Yeah.
Shoot the ball well.
Because,
get to the cup.
It feels like so much of America thinks he's a spot-up shooter, and that's not his game at all.
Nah, he got more to his game than that.
Yeah.
He got more to his game than that. I think he simplifies it for his role on the team.
Right.
But Trey got game.
I think he's forever been in this conversation now.
Yeah.
And that's why I'll be the first to say
Ambassador, you was a Trey
I've been
Murphy.
critical.
Yeah, you've been critical.
So really what I get from that, obviously he thinks Trey's nice. He thinks he can be even more nice. He's already super nice, as Alfred said, but it's another level, and that he kind of feels like Trey is simplifying his game for the team. And you know what? That's kind of a Willie Green thing, man. Like, the Pelicans have to cut ties with Willie. Let's nip the fat off the skin. Let's nip the fat off the steak or whatever. Nip the fat off the meat. Pause if needed. Nip the fat, man. It's time to just, well, not right now. Obviously, when the season's over with, we need to get an offensive-minded coach that can sit there and X's and O's, schemes, schematics, same way how the Lakers got rid of Mr. Hands in his pocket, Darvin Ham, replaced him with J.J. Redick, and they've been better since. Right? You need a coach that can sit there and unlock these guys. So I get Alfred was saying, he kind of just simplifies his game more to fit the team needs, not necessarily saying that Trey's like holding back, but I also feel like, the coaching staff has not put him in better positions to really get his game off. Like, he kind of has to just get it out the mud, right? Kind of just has to. And when you watch the Pelicans, it's no type of these guys might run 3 sets in total. Like, there's nothing different about what you've seen from this game to this game. They're gonna come out there and do the same thing. I mean, if you go watch the Celtics, you go watch OKC, you go watch the Lakers, you go watch the Warriors, like just seeing that actual offensive scheme, the Grizzlies, Clippers. I'm sorry, I've just been watching a lot of basketball lately. But just seeing how other teams run actual plays and put their superstars in positions where they can eat, and you just go turn on a Pelicans game and it looks like you're watching guys playing 5-on-5 at UNO. It's ridiculous a little bit. It's ridiculous. So I get what Alfred's saying 100%. I'm definitely adding a little bit of cheese on top of the dish. I'm adding a little spice to it. But I just think that if Trey can get a way better coach that can find a way and really open him up, open him up, it'll be vastly different. I can say vastly different, but I think he can take his game to another level. He's already took his game to another level, but there's still another level he can get to. And then there's another level above that. And that's called all-time great, right? I think Trey can get that another level, which is that all-star level. Let's get to that all-star level. Then we can look at superstar levels and all that. We'll see if he can even reach that. But I think with the right coaching staff, if Griff can ever just stop sitting on his thumb and figure something out like this, it's going to be too late. I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to be too negative. I'm not trying to get into no Griff talks and all that. So thank you guys for sticking in for another edition of the Pelicans Scoop. Shout out to Elfrid Payton, New Orleans legend, West Bank legend, right? Super cool. Shout out RYB. Shout out HTM. Y'all know where y'all can find me on Pelicans Scoop or on Hold the Mail. So y'all comment down below. Anything y'all want to talk about, we can talk about. All right. The season is kind of just over and done, so we're just here to have discourse. We're here to just have conversation. So whatever you guys want to talk about, just comment down below. And I'm signing out. Peace.